Okay, so Jess was unable to be here to make a cake. Jess was unable to be here to bake a cake that she wanted to bake. And so I, being the chivalrous individual that I am, offered to bake the cake for her. Because I'm a capable adult. We are going to bake a cake. I asked Jess to send ahead a recipe that I could use. And she sent me a recipe that's titled The Easiest Chocolate Cake That I Have Ever Made. So thanks, Jess, for the vote of confidence. The amount of times in this article that this woman says, this is the easiest cake that I have ever made. I mean, I think I counted 6. Like, I get it, Janet. I get that your cake recipe is easy and convenient. Thank you, Janet. Oh shit, I have to preheat the oven. I texted Jess for confirmation. I have my ingredients now. So let's get this party started. What is the difference between sugar and granulated sugar? Shh, I need to feed the cat. Audrey! I'm being very good to your cat, Jess. Nothing to worry about. Just wants me to use a KitchenAid. What does that mean? No! No!
You can do it.
How do you use it?
It's easy. You just put everything in the bowl and you attach the white like beater attachment onto it, and then you just flip the switch.
What? How do you lift it to attach it?
There's like a trigger. You like.
Stop cutting out! Fuck. Oh! I got it. You can't cut out on me!
Lift the thing up and then attach that white beater attachment. Maneuver it so the knobby bit goes in the knobby bit.
The knobby bit goes in the knobby bit. Thank you. Ooh!
Ooh.
I got the knobby bit. I can do this.
You can.
I'm ready.
I'm so ready. Can you tell me you're like recording this?
Yep.
Oh my god.
We're gonna bake a cake. Love you, bye.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Jess. Adulting. 1 large egg. Emphasis on large, apparently. Alright. I have a regular sized egg. Oh, okay. Oh, my weak new alarms. So first, you prepare your baking materials, like this tin that took me several minutes to find because I used the wrong tin and Jess yelled at me. I'm kidding, she was very sweet. You butter it, apparently, because that's a thing that you do. It's like chapstick. I'm putting chapstick on them chapped lips. Butter my tin. Buttering my tin. So we get the paper. Then we do something with this. I don't think that's what it's supposed to look like. There we go. Cool. Preparation done. Whisk together flour, sugar, cocoa, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and espresso powder? Do you have espresso powder? I'm making a coffee cake. 1 cup of flour. This is just a disaster waiting to happen. I'm already getting it on my clothes. Do you have to be like really precise with this stuff? Like you can't like guesstimate? Like you have to like get a knife and like eye it out? Let's get fancy with the shit. get the knife and you like level it with a knife. Leveling the flour, like so. See, I'm fancy. All right, cool. So we got our flour. That is one step done. I'm gonna have an entire cup of sugar. Do you have to level that out too? Do I have to be fancy with the sugar? This isn't as easy to be fancy with. Fuck! Close enough. 1/2 cup of cocoa. Thank God for measuring cups. Look at you, Jess, having all these cute things in your kitchen. You've got all the things. I am not in need of anything because you've got it. So then you add. Is this the right kind? This is what we do for cooking videos, right? Then you add the stuff. Just don't all come out at once, please. Why do people enjoy baking like it's like a relaxing thing for people? The amount of anxiety that I am getting right now, I am just filled with anxious energy. Oh, fuck. Jess says baking is a precise art. What if my cake turns out shit? That was both the end of my sentence and an exclamation on my current predicament. 1/2 cup cocoa powder. So it's 1 cup of flour, all-purpose flour, which can also be translated to just plain flour, which I had to ask Jess because I didn't know. 1 cup of granulated sugar. We just used sugar. And then 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. I keep stepping in sugar. I hate the feeling of stepping on things, on like little things, like with my feet, like crumbs and stuff. Like that is just the most uncomfortable feeling. I'm gonna sweep. Sweeping up the mess that I made. Is baking supposed to be this messy or is it just me? Now that I can concentrate again, next step. I'm pretty sure that this is something that you shouldn't mix up. Don't mix up the baking powder and the baking soda. I'm pretty sure that's like kind of a big deal, right? I once made a batch of cookies. I put salt in place of the sugar. It was life-altering, hence why I never bake. Aww. Okay, showing off Jess's cute little, look at them, they're so cute. They're little baking things. You got little spoons. We're using the cute spoons today. I got really excited. Yes, it's baking powder, we're good. I have to check things like 3,000 times to make sure that I'm like, am I sure? Yeah. And then I'll use the nice knife to level it off because I'm fancy like that. Is baking supposed to be this messy? Is this just me? 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Don't mix them up because I'm pretty sure it turns out like shit if you mix them up. I'm pretty sure I remember that being a thing, but maybe I'm just paranoid. Oh, got 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I don't know where other salt is, so I'm using this salt. But it's in really big chunks, so I don't know if that's like gonna have an adverse effect. We'll find out, won't we? Whisk together. Whisk. Take your weak little noodle baby arms and move the really heavy object. God, why is it so heavy? Whoa! Jesus, it's on? It's working! Oh. It's working! Whisk it! Whisk it good! I always look at here instead of here. Just a narcissist, just want to look at myself. Hello, is the milk good? It smells fine. Milk, vegetable oil. I can speak good. 1/2 cup of milk. Done. I don't think I've ever used vegetable oil though. Vegetable. Why can't I speak? Oh God, that is a lot. Oh, got it. Home run. I feel like I should stop using sports references. I'm gay. 1 large egg. 1 large egg. Crack it. I'm sorry guys, this is a terrible cooking video. I'm doing literally everything off camera. You crack the egg in a corner, then blend it in. Blend it in. Then you get 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Baking is not relaxing. Mix it all together. Blend it in. Alright, cool. Cool, that worked. The miracle of editing, making this not nearly as boring as it actually is. Then we're going to take 1/2 of a cup of boiling water. Stir the boiling water into this concoction that we have created. We're going to attempt to not burn my fingers off. Happy birthday, Jay. This is a good plaid. I took the baking paper out of the tin because I don't feel like I did it right. So we're just gonna butter it up real good and pray to all the gods that that's good enough. Butter it up real good. Somebody euthanize me. Yep, tastes like cake. Does the bowl come off? Do I have to do something fancy to get the bowl to... You twist it. Once you have your lovely batter, you pour it into the tin. And then pray that it doesn't stick because I didn't use the paper. I'm sorry, Jess. Spatula! Baking for dummies. Okay, is that supposed to be like that? I'm assuming it's fine. Baking for those who are very unfamiliar with baking, right? That looks fine. That looks fine. All you're getting through this whole video is just shots of my face looking confused and distressed. If you're looking for some nice baking tips, and this is what you get instead, and I apologize. Disappointment. The best part about making anything is eating it raw. Eating it raw. Cool, I'm feeling confident. Feeling good. I have chocolate all over my mouth. Now you have your cake, and you need to cook it. And that's the scariest part. Good luck. Pray to all the gods you know that your creation will not be burnt to smithereens in the fires of Mordor. 30 minutes. Got this. I'm gonna set it for 25 just in case, because anxiety. Now, to make your frosting. Watch as I now change up the angle in order to avoid being boring and predictable. We're gonna make some frosting. Is this what it feels like to make babies? Babies. Little chocolate. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Shit, there's no more milk. I drank the milk that I needed. Buttermilk work? Fuck. I'm an idiot. Buttermilk. Softened butter. How does one soften the butter. Ah, this is what microwaves are for. I'm just gonna pretend I know what I'm doing. How long do you put butter in to soften it? Am I just gonna melt all the butter? That's soft. So you put cocoa powder, some cocoa powder. How much cocoa powder? 1/2 cup unsweetened cocoa. Shit, that's too soft. Softened butter. 3/4. Yeah, 3/4 of softened butter. Fuck. And milk. But I didn't have milk because I drank the milk. I put in buttermilk, so we'll see how much of a difference that makes. It'll be an adventure. This is exciting. 2.5 cups of confectioner's sugar. What is confectioner's sugar? Is it icing sugar? Is confectioner's sugar the same thing as icing sugar?
Yeah.
Oh, we're good. We got this.
Hey, for the icing,
Yes.
use my recipe for my blog.
Oh shit, I already started making it.
It's the same stuff, but like, just do it better.
Alright, bye.
Bye, love you.
Love you. You get 2 to 3 cups of icing sugar, which is also called something else. Whoa. We're gonna do this over the sink. Oh, sugar's so cool. It's all like geometric. 1 cup. Started with one recipe and I'm ending with another, and I don't think I have all the ingredients for either of them. This frosting is already on its way to being a disaster. I'm adding 3 cups because I love sugar. Okay, that looks like frosting. That looks like frosting, right? That's... yeah. It's not bad. Wait, it actually tastes good. I did it! Ollie, I made a cake! Oh, fuck. Ah, take the cake out. Shit. So the cake is cooked on one side, but not the other. And I'm confused. We're gonna put that in for another 5 minutes. Here's a little cooking tip. Clean as you go. Cause then, at the end, you don't have a big old mess. Then you can actually enjoy the food you made instead of having to sit and clean up. Clean as you go. Mag. Inappropriate. Appropriate. So you put the cake in the oven for about 35 minutes or so, they say. Inappropriate. And apparently that's not enough because it's been in there for 37 minutes. And I put the fork in it and it came out goopy. So, lies. Lies. Also, I burned my finger. You know why I don't bake? Because I'm terrified of burning myself. And lo and behold, yes I did. You can't see it because it was very slight, but it scared the shit out of me. I'm a capable adult. This cake better be delicious. Gentlemen, we have a cake. Granted, it looks like the Quasimodo of cakes, but it should be edible. Should be edible. I'm gonna put some frosting on this cake once it cools down. You're supposed to wait for it to cool down. Yes, we're gonna say yes. I don't think this cake is coming out of the tin anytime soon. I should have used the paper. This has been baking hour and hours and hours. Baking a cake with TT. We just baked a cake. Because this was so much harder than was necessary. This frosting is actually really good. Quasimodo the cake. You better appreciate the shit out of this, Jay. I made this for you! Happy birthday. How does one frost a cake? Join me next time when I burn down Jess's flat. Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
Mr. President. Sit them out. Blow out your fucking candles, which are cats, by the way. Hell yeah. I'm gonna cry.
I made it for you.
Oh my god.